How a refrigerator is made. Created by Nathan. The history of the fridge. The first form of artificial refrigeration was invented in 1748 by William Cullen. In 1913, Fred W. Wolf invented the first home fridge, and by 1930, 10% of American households had fridges. The first step in creating a refrigerator is the assembly of the outer shell. When assembling the outer shell, sheets of cut steel are punched with holes and bent into the shape of the fridge. And when forming the inner shell, plastic sheets are heated and are vacuum formed to create the rust-resistant interior. They are then trimmed. Liquid foam insulation is then injected into the gap between the inner and outer walls. It expands to provide structural support and insulation. The system is sealed and charged with refrigerant after being checked for leaks with an insert gas. Next, cooling components like the compressor, evaporator, condenser, and aluminum tubes are installed. The compressor pumps and pressurizes the low-pressure cold refrigerant, turning it into a high-pressure hot gas. The condenser takes the hot, high-pressure gas. As the gas flows through it, it releases the heat back into the air, cooling down and condensing the hot, high-pressure gas back into a liquid form. The evaporator allows the cold, liquid refrigerant to expand and evaporate, changing back into a gas. This process absorbs the heat from the food and the air inside, making the compartment cold so that your food can stay cold. Aluminum tubes act as the piping network for the refrigerant, allowing it to spread across the fridge and keep the food cold. After the cooling components have been added, the refrigerator is charged with refrigerant after being checked for leaks. It is then sealed, ensuring that your food has the precise temperature to keep your food good. Doors, handles, shelves, drawers, and electronic controls are added to the body of the fridge. Units undergo several hours of testing to check defrost, temperature, and water systems so that customers get a refrigerator that is of the highest quality with no faulty parts or systems. And finally, after passing quality checks and inspections, they are packaged for distribution for the millions of Americans who use them in their everyday lives. Hope you enjoyed this presentation, and I hope you learned something new about refrigerators.
I love refrigerators.